Our sponsor for this hour is the National Down Syndrome Society. The National Down Syndrome Society, NDSS, empowers individuals with Down syndrome and their families by driving policy change, providing resources, engaging with local communities, and shifting public perceptions. NDSS pursues their mission through three key areas of programming: advocacy and policy, resources and support, and community engagement. Thank you, NDSS, for your support of DSDN.
Welcome back, everybody. We are live again, and you're going to be so sick of seeing me this morning. Then you'll get a little break from me, and then you'll be sick of me later again tonight. So, in case you don't know, I'm Jen Jacob, one of the DSDN co-founders and current peer-to-peer fundraising director. I'm your host for part of our day today for our first annual DSDN Day. You will see that I have some other fantastic people with me here this morning. We are going to focus this session on online support. Online support is the heart of our DSDN mission. It is where we started. It is our vision for parents to feel supported in this way. And so I am excited to welcome today to talk with us some of the people who are making it run behind the scenes all the time to make the magic happen for online support. So let's talk to a few of our support leaders. Welcome, Dan and Navara, for our next session here this morning. Fantastic. And I would love it if we could each start and maybe just tell me a little bit about you and maybe your rockin' kiddo and what you do for DSDN. Navara, do you want to start for us? I'll put you on the spot. Are you ready?
No, I am ready. I'm so excited about the DSDN Day. I'm very, very much over the moon. So thank you for having me on today. I am Navara Cannon. I am the director of the Rockin' Family Fund. No, Rockin' Family Fund director. And I love what I do. I have Zoe as my rockin' kiddo. She is 3. She will be 4 June 1st. And we have gotten so much support from DSDN and the Rockin' Family Fund, because that's kind of how I got my kind of intro to DSDN. So that is me. Did I answer what you wanted me to answer?
You're perfect. That is exactly just a little snippet about you. Shannon, do you want to share next a little bit about you?
I am Shannon Prausa, the Family Support Director for DSDN. My rocking kiddo, Eric, is 8 now. Oh, I can't even believe that. We live in Michigan, and I found DSDN when Eric was having surgery at 2 days old. It was from an anesthesiologist, actually, that told me about DSDN, and she pulled it up on her phone, and she's like, "You need to join this group."
Very cool. I love hearing those stories about how people find us. Awesome. And Dan, Rockin' Dad, representing in the house today. Can you tell us a little bit about you?
Sure, Jen, thanks. Thanks for having me. I'm proud to represent all the Rockin' Dads on here this morning. Again, my name is Dan Szostek. I'm just outside of Philadelphia. My rockin' kiddo, Abby, is 6 years old. She is dynamite. She's fully included in our local Catholic school, and she just is the light of our life. I found DSDN a little later in the journey. I think Abby was about 2. I at that point became a stay-at-home dad, and was looking for just some support for stay-at-home dads. Stumbled upon the DSDN stay-at-home dad group. I was like, wow, this is both stay-at-home dads and a parent with Down syndrome. I was like, this is perfect fit. And I asked just to become a little bit more involved and became a moderator for that group, and eventually helped out with the larger Rockin' Dads support group, and just so excited to be a part of this community. There's a lot more support. Obviously, we know for moms, and the dads sometimes are, on the side, but the DSDN recognizes that there's a great group of dads out there that need and want our support. So I'm so proud to be part of this community.
Oh, well, I'm just so grateful for each one of you. Like we've talked about already this morning, I mean, we have over 150 volunteers working for us, and a huge majority of those are in this category of support because it is such a foundational piece for us. Shannon, you are the leader of our online support currently. Can you share about a time where input from other parents was changing or life-changing for a family, how that really made a huge impact that you've seen in your experience moderating online groups?
So for me, the biggest impact is usually in our newest birth groups, especially for the moms that come in and they just had a birth diagnosis. So they have their hormones are everywhere. They get this birth diagnosis, their kids in the NICU, and they have a heart defect and they're lost. And they get on and they are very vulnerable and they say, I'm lost. And we the other moms just go in and they wrap them up in hugs, in all these virtual hugs, and they're like, hey, one, it's okay that you're mourning the child that you thought you were going to have. It's going to take time. And just validating that the moms are okay. And I think the biggest thing for me, it was just a couple of weeks ago. I'm gonna read this. There was a comment. So all these moms jumped in to help another mom, and the mom wrote, "This is how you know you're in the right place when even strangers do their best to give whatever support they can during the tough times that you're going through." And she said that she felt so much better that she had found DSDN and she knew that she was in the right place and that she would get the support that she needed from the time that her kid was 1 week old now until forever.
Oh, I just love that. I'm going to be teary more today than I thought I would, I think. But I mean, and this still goes on for years, right? I mean, there's still people that I'm with in my original birth group that we still talk when we have issues with our kids who are 12. So that parents are still finding that every year when they come on and finding how important that impact is and that conversation and the understanding each other and just getting it is so great to hear.
We get to grow together.
Exactly. Yeah.
So it doesn't matter where you are in your journey. You find DSDN when they're a baby, you get to grow with them as a baby, and then you still have all those people there as your kids are growing. You're like, okay, so they're doing this now.
Yep, I won't discuss our 12-year-old fun. But.
Yes, and one more comment, somebody else commented was that DSDN is the family that they never knew that they needed, but they're glad that they have now.
Maybe even wanted at the beginning. I mean, I feel like a lot of us were like, this is not a community I wanted to join. Like it was just, this is what our life path looked like. And now that we have it and we have each other, like I could not, some of the greatest people I know, but I never would have met you three beautiful people if I didn't have Owen. But I love that. I love that. Dan, Shannon was talking about just experiences people have had, and these conversations happen in our online groups. Like, how important are the volunteers to helping these conversations and help the online groups grow and thrive?
I mean, I've been so fortunate to be in this role now as the co-director of online support, meeting so many fabulous volunteers that give up of their time. I mean, the DSDN volunteers aren't just our volunteers, but they have lives of their own. Their families, they have work, they have, you know, the kids obviously and social commitments, but the amount of time and energy that they give back to DSDN is just so heartwarming that these people care so much about our organization that they're willing to share whatever free time they have to support other families and other parents in need. And it really, our volunteers are essentially the lifeblood of this organization. It couldn't exist without those, you know, like you said, Jen, over 100 volunteers. You know, we have over 80 moderators that are all volunteers that work in our online support groups. And that's our birth groups, all of our topical groups, our dad groups, and as we affectionately call them, our mod squad. And these folks give up some of their Sunday nights to have meetings with us as we prepare to launch new and exciting initiatives to better offer support for our families. But really, these volunteers, I just can't say enough about how much we appreciate them, how they provide opportunities for parents to offer engagement and connect through the DSDN app. They're just doing an amazing job, just being there as a force for our parents who are really searching and needing help.
Yeah, it really cannot go unsaid and said often enough how much those volunteers make a literal difference in people's lives every day, helping monitor, provide resources, provide that support. And like you said, all volunteers. Like, we went many years without any paid staff members at DSDN. We do have a few now to help really keep everything running effectively, but still relying so much on parents that want to pay back and pay forward to the other parents, the things that they got to experience in those groups. So I love hearing that is still just such a critical part of our way we function at DSDN. I think it's really powerful. Oh,
and the nice thing about all of our volunteers is that these volunteers are parents that, and you'll hear this probably throughout the day, the term that gets thrown around a lot in this organization is parents that get it. You know, we're all on the same journey. We've all had similar things in common, whether it be surgeries, NICU stays, therapies, but that makes that connection even stronger for our volunteers to our parents, that they get it. They don't have to explain things. They just get it. And it's instant community, instant family.
Oh my gosh. I love that you said that too, because that's exactly how it is at the retreats and in the groups. Like, you just start at a different level because you don't have to explain all the stuff that goes on in your life, because we all are living it daily. We get it. We can just pick up right there. And Navara doesn't have to tell me 20 times about, her kiddo's surgeries or whatever's going on. Like, I just get it and I understand whatever she's chatting about. That is such a perfect way to talk about it. Love it, love it. And one of the things from the beginning was that we knew that Facebook was not going to be a forever option. It was the best option that we had for a really long time, and it was easy and worked well until it didn't. And then we knew it wasn't always going to be a perfect option for us. And so the app we started talking about years ago, I mean, maybe we didn't know it was an app. We just knew we needed something that we could own and maintain and secure. And that happened in the last year. And it was kind of a scary change. And it just was one of those times. But Navara, can you talk a little bit about what that's been like and why it really has been a huge game changer, even though some of us people who are, I won't use older, veteran parents, it was harder to shine something a little bit different. But how is this a game changer for especially our new parents and just having the app?
I am the older, but but I love the app from jump. Obviously questions, but loved it from the beginning, especially when you're a new parent and you get the diagnosis, and there can be like this sense of loneliness that kind of comes over you, and you find the app and instantly you got, like we've already said, you got instant kind of people who get it, who understand what all of the questions, all of the concern. What I personally feel like, and what I think other parents would agree, is that their app provides like an elite, kind of exclusive, if you will, space for parents to discuss their children freely, openly, without hesitation. I'm on social media. I love social media, but we know sometimes those comment sections can be in shambles, even when you're just expressing joy for your child, love for your child, asking questions, sharing information about Down syndrome just in general. And then people like to kind of comment below when, maybe you didn't even ask for it. But I know in the app, and what parents can expect in the app, is that the comment section will be in shambles for a different reason. It'll be full of encouragement. It'll be full of inspiration. It'll be full of information. It'll be full of hacks that you didn't think about that are helpful for you in whatever phase that you're going through with your child. And it really kind of envelops you, and you feel like you're safe to say whatever, right? And even if there is a critique to be made, it's always loving. It's always with good intention and not veiled intention, but always like, hey, let's just talk for a minute. But I love the app. I love being able to kind of see where everybody's doing in pregnancy, sharing a little bit over there, sharing with the new moms, learning from like the moms in Espanol and the other kind of demographics that I'm not, I guess, like member or live that day-to-day experience, but get to learn from them and what they post and what they share. I just think it's really great, and having that as a one-stop shop for a new mom, especially when you don't have the time to search here and search there and go here. It's all right there. And that's just really, really, that's, I'm going to say a young person's phrase. That's clutch when you're a new parent, right? It's all right there. It's all safe. And it's one thing off of the list of things I have to worry about as a new parent. And I can focus on the other stuff at another time. So no, I'm a fan of that. Maybe I'm biased.
No, well, no, I know there was concern about things, and the transition and change is always just hard in general. But my gosh, I mean, we're still seeing awesome numbers in the app with new parents, and that's the heart of our mission, making sure that we're focusing on those parents in the new stages so that they are getting what they want and need. And it's still continuing in the app, just like it was in Facebook groups.
Just like it was.
Yeah,
we still share videos, groups. We still share photos, we still share milestones, update. Yeah,
100%. And safe and secure, because we are the ones that are controlling all the things now. Like, we are the ones that have all the power for the app of things. But yeah, just an amazing, amazing experience. Online support, you know, guys, I will share. I'll probably they'll cut me off, I guess, if I'm just, will they cut me off? Am I talking too long? No, no one would tell me no. They would. They'll just cut me off. But the online support, when I knew that this was something that we had to like make sure that this was something that was sustained for parents forever, I will never forget, in our very first group, one of my very good friends, she was seeing this weird stuff going on with her son, and she just didn't know what was going on, and she was sharing about it in the group. And one of the other moms who had a kiddo who was a little older had gone through infantile spasms with her child, and recognized that that could be the same thing that was happening with this other mom and her child. And that mom was able to take that information to her doctor, who hadn't seen this before with parents, because it's more prevalent with our kiddos, but they don't see enough cases to even know, even in a big city where they were. And they were able to diagnose it and start the treatment pretty quickly, which was it's really critical for infantile spasms. And that made just such a huge impact. Like, it was like, that was the light bulb moment for me of, holy cow, this is so powerful. Like, we have to make sure that parents can be connecting around things like this, and things that are, you know, much less complicated than that. But just to be there as a support, and just the hours that you all put in daily, nightly. We know it's an app, and groups are all 24/7 access. So there's things going on there all the time, especially with those newer moms and dads, when you're up at all hours because you're, you know, on a baby schedule or a child schedule that way. It just, I don't think we talk enough about all of the people power that goes into making sure those groups function safely, respectfully, securely, so parents can access and have that connection. And just I could not be more proud of your team and all the things that have gone on and we've created. So thank you, thank you, thank you. If you don't hear it enough from us, thank you, and more thank you. Any other final thoughts on online group and things, especially Shannon? Do you have anything else as the director of online support?
Well, I just want to say thank you, the Jen Jacob, for you and Heather and your vision in doing this to help support not just your kids, but all the kids and all the families that come after you. It's huge.
Well, you're welcome. And selfish. Like, I did it because I needed questions answered. Like, mom's got to get an answer. So I got to figure out a way to make it happen. And that we are repaying this to new parents and sustaining this in the future for all new parents is like the most powerful part of this journey, for sure. So, well, I appreciate you all so much. And thanks for your time today too. Hopefully I don't know if anybody else is popping on throughout the day in any other parts. I'm going with the flow. Whatever my schedule says for the day is what I'm following. So I know I'll get to see you all again sooner than later.
So the DSDN groups have made a huge impact in my life. I use them as a source of information, not necessarily opinions, but information of maybe things that other doctors are doing around the country, maybe things of what other therapists are doing around the country that may help with ideas of what I can suggest to my team here to help Cassian be better. So there's always something new. It is also a place of solace to see other moms sharing all of their feelings and feel that I am able to also share my feelings without being judged.
Hey Mod Squad, Elizabeth here, your co-director of online support, and I just wanted to take a minute to say thank you. What you do every day for DSDN is amazing. I'm so thankful that I get to work beside you and with you and get to know you a little better through our messenger chats and in the app. And I really am truly so thankful for all you do for DSDN and especially for our parents. Thank you so much.